It's great to be here at Token 2049. It's the first time for me in Singapore, and it's very exciting. So many people. My name is Lars Brunius. I'm the Director of Education of Input Output, and I'm one of the main authors of the book we just published, Mastering Cardano, and we want to talk a bit about that today. And I'm here with our education manager, Niamh. So maybe Niamh, you could introduce yourself.
Sure. Hi everyone, I'm Niamh Ahern. Great to be here in Singapore, as Lars said. First time for me also. Very exciting, great energy at the event, and it's lovely to be here with our physical copy of Mastering Cardano after a long project with lots of help from everyone.
Yes, actually, we published it about a month and a half ago, or 2 months ago,
Sure.
beginning of August. But that was an ebook version.
Right.
And now we're very excited because now we have the print version. It was specially printed for this event. And it's really exciting to hold the book actually in your hand.
It is. It feels nice, doesn't it? And we're
Yes.
getting a lot of feedback from people at the event, picking it up and looking at it. And I think it's nice to have a physical book. Seems to be the general message, which is really good.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
just more difficult to carry, but it's
Indeed.
worth it.
It's comprehensive, so there is a bit of weight to it, isn't there, Lars?
Definitely.
Yeah. Yes.
And people love the color, the cover,
Yes.
color as well, but
Yeah.
the cover. That was your idea, right?
Right, yeah, so we we kind of talked about a lot of ideas. We went with an animal theme. I like the owl because of the element of wisdom and knowledge, I suppose. And that's what Mastering Cardano, that's the aim of it. It's, a book for everyone about Cardano, so to improve your knowledge.
I'm glad I listened to you. I had because Ouroboros, the
Yeah.
symbol, our consensus algorithm is called Ouroboros, which is a snake that winds around the world.
Yeah.
So I was thinking of snakes,
Right.
and so first I thought owl, that's so generic. But
Yeah.
I was wrong, and I'm glad I didn't insist on my
Yeah, well,
vision.
that was a good idea too, I suppose. But everyone seems to a lot of people said, "Oh, I love owls. It's really nice. It's accessible." So that's kind of what we wanted to achieve.
It doesn't look like your typical textbook, right? It looks more like a
No.
novel.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a living, breathing book. Like this book is not exactly finished, right? So this is a
Right.
printed version, but this is a book that will live on and will be changed and evolved all the time as Cardano grows.
Yes, I think that's what, one of the things that makes it special,
Yeah.
that it's, we consider it by the masses, for the masses, so
Indeed.
it's decentralized, so everybody
Sure
can
is.
make suggestions on GitHub.
Yeah, and that's a real, I think we're really proud of that we're like, it's different. We always wanted to write a book for Cardano and have something similar to Mastering Bitcoin or Mastering Ethereum, but this one has its own identity. It's fully, it's a collaboration with the community. I mean, if we go back to the beginning, we started it, right?
Yes.
Yourself and the IO education team. And then what was the next step? You reached out
To Joshua, I think, so, it was really a collaborative effort from the
Yeah.
beginning, but there are like my name and Joshua's name on the cover.
Right.
And Joshua is a professor at Malta University, and we felt it was important to get somebody outside,
Yes.
from external from the community.
Yeah. That's it, because he brought a different perspective, I think, right from the start. And we started, if I'm correct, back in 2022.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you, it feels like it was a
Yeah.
really long time, but
It does. But then again, writing a book takes a while, right? So
yes. So, but in German we have a saying, was lange währt, wird endlich gut.
What does that mean,
That
Lars?
which takes long will be good.
Good. I like it. Yes, that's the sentiment. Correct.
So I hope it's the case
Indeed.
with this book.
Well, it's a comprehensive book, and we cover a lot, so it's not going to be written in a couple of months, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of what we cover, a lot of people coming by the booth, and then we ask them, would you like a book? And they say, no, I'm not a builder. But it's not really just for builders, right?
No, it's not. Correct. Yeah, I think it's a book for everyone, and we designed learning paths at the beginning. So I'm a technical writer, so I always think of it almost like a help system, an online help. Like people jump in at different points. They have different starting points, and they want to figure out different things. So we devise learning paths with that in mind, almost like a help system, like where would you go next, or if you have this knowledge, maybe you could concentrate on a certain number of chapters. People don't really read it in a linear fashion from
Right.
page 1 to page 500, I think, anymore. So it was good to have those in there, and they've been getting good feedback.
I should know that, but I always have to remember. So what learning paths do we have in there? I mean, definitely for developers, but
Yeah,
what
yeah.
else? Like just for people that want to get an overview?
Indeed, there's a Cardano user one. So if
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of somebody new to the ecosystem, maybe just wants to get set up with a wallet, learn a bit more about Cardano, that's there. There's a fundamentals one about Cardano, so maybe you're more interested in our research papers and our formal methods approach. There's an SPO one for stake pool operators, specific to those operations.
Yes.
And there is a governance one.
Right.
Yes.
So that's actually, it was good timing that it took so long because in end of November, beginning of December, the Cardano Constitution was created
That's right.
or ratified, and so we are glad that that is covered in the book.
Yes, exactly. That was a big milestone, so it's good to
If
be
everything had been going to plan like we originally envisioned the book, then that wouldn't have been in there. But now,
Right.
because
Yeah.
it took us so long, that
That's right.
it's sort of a nice, I think it's almost a perfect time because it's more or less exactly the time when Cardano was fully handed over to the community.
Exactly. Yes. So it almost feels like the book was part
Yes,
of that kind of journey, right?
exactly.
Yes.
So yeah, we have developers, people interested in governance, stake pool operators, just users,
Yeah.
or people that are more interested in the science behind it. And so it's really for everyone. Nobody has to be scared.
It is. And smart contracts, obviously.
Right, yes,
Yes.
exactly.
And we have good examples in there, code examples, and we're expanding that all the time as well. So, it is really an evolving book, a living, breathing resource.
Yes, and I mean, because it's difficult, of course, because Cardano is permanently evolving,
Sure.
and you have to somewhere make a cut if you write a book.
That's it.
But for example, with the smart contracts, I think in the book we mostly concentrate on Plinth, but these days Icon is very popular.
That's it. Yes.
So in the future edition, we will definitely
Yeah,
write more
we're
about
working
Icon.
on that as we speak. So that's an example of it changing and being updated real time. So,
Yes.
yeah.
And it's also so one dimension in which we will extend it is, of course, if the or when the technology evolves. Another one is also languages, right? We have a lot of Cardano
That's right.
fans in like Spanish-speaking countries or in
Yes.
Japan.
Yeah.
So we actually, like just 2 weeks ago or so, or 3 weeks ago, we kicked off the translation, Spanish translation, Japanese translation.
Yes, that's gone really well, actually. We've had some sample chapters to show here, and again, that's gotten really good feedback. Japanese is underway, and who knows what's next. We've got specific requests from various people dropping by the booth, which is great. And again, that's how the community can help make it
Yes.
even more decentralized by coming in. I mean, it's an open repository, it's fully open source, along with the ethos of input-output. So it's there, you can make a PR, a suggestion. If you want to help with translation into a specific language, we would love to hear from you.
Yes, and we have had, I think, 60 around so-called pull
Yes.
requests already, where people went on GitHub and made suggestions. And it ranges from simple typos to, I don't know, grammar and style,
Yeah.
but also obviously content and factual things.
That's it. If somebody says, oh, you might have, they see a little gap, or they want to bring in a new addition or elaborate on what we've said, there's been one PRs for that kind of thing as well. And we do have a Discord channel as well. For if you're not comfortable or familiar with GitHub, there is a dedicated Discord channel that we're monitoring.
Right. I mean, that's sort of my fault with GitHub because I have this development background and we developers are so used to GitHub.
Yes.
I mean, it's nice with version control
Just going to say.
because you keep track of the
Exactly.
various editions and so on. But of course, it can be a bit intimidating for
Yeah, a little
people
bit,
that.
but
But you say people don't have to use GitHub. Discord would
no,
be.
there's a Discord channel, and as the team, as the education team, I mean, we're dedicated to maintaining the book and keeping it up to date. So we'll be monitoring that Discord channel and the repository very closely.
Yes. So everybody can get involved, whether they're technical or not.
That's it. It's a book for everybody.
Yes, and you don't have to be a Cardano expert. As I said, there were lots of suggestions just to change a word or fix
Indeed, yes.
some capitalization or stuff like that.
Yeah,
And we are
yeah.
grateful for everything, right?
For sure. No, I was just going to say the governance chapter that you alluded to, like that's going to evolve a lot. And we had great help from John Green on that, who wrote Cardano for the Masses. So again, that was a nice example of a community member coming on board, and he came on quite early, right?
Yes.
Which was really good. I mean, I remember when we went to Rome back in 2022, and I think we really brainstormed the outline there. Joshua came from Malta.
Yes.
John came, the IO education team came, and we really sat in the room thrashing out the outline of this book, and it kind of took life from there, as far as I recall.
Yes. So we at the education team we try to get together once a year, and that year was Rome. So there it was sort of born. The outline was
I
made.
think so, yes.
And I know the next year was Malta, I think, where we
was,
met.
yeah.
And that's where Joshua is professor. So there we also met with him, of course. And
We did a Cardano Days there. That was
yes.
2023, that's September, and Joshua obviously hosted us there. And again, we sat in a room and we were a bit further along in the process, but we were, I think, writing content at that stage and deliberating over inclusions and, you know, how to keep it up to date. And version control was a hot topic, I do remember.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
I'm actually quite excited. Joshua's, I mean, he is teaching, I don't know exactly what the lecture is called, but blockchain technology.
Yes,
And he plans to use the book as a textbook.
he does. He told me that in the spring semester he's going to use the book, which would be amazing.
Yes.
You know, and as educators, we're trying to, you know, we're collaborating, and we already are collaborating with universities, and we're trying to connect with more. And getting this as a textbook onto those curriculums would be really, really cool.
And if I understand correctly, it's not just, I mean, Joshua is a computer scientist, so his course is technical. But I think he mentioned that there's also like the government's part of the book will be of interest to other parts of the faculty that
Yes,
talk about
yeah.
things like that.
That's right. There was people from the law faculty.
Yes,
wasn't there?
I think so,
Business
yes.
and different things. Yeah.
So they have a lecture on blockchain in like in the context of regulation or
Exactly. And compliance. And
compliance.
different things. Yes. Yeah.
So that already shows also that, I mean, how broad the book is, that there's something for
For everybody.
not just for
indeed.
computer scientists.
Yeah.
So is there anything in the process of making the book that sticks in your mind particularly, or any problem or something you learned?
Well, I love the collaborative effort of it, I have to say, and that grew after, you know, we did the outline, we met in 2023, and then more people came on board. So the Cardano Operators Guild came on then. All the stake pool operators helped us with those sections. That was really cool.
Yes.
And then people started reaching out because they heard about that we were doing it, and can I help? And that was really, really nice. It just showed the interest in Cardano and the passion.
Yes.
Then our team grew as well, so we had more people on the education team came on and helped. I think it was really, really successful.
Yes, that was nice, how well that worked, the collaboration.
Yeah.
And also one member of our team, Jesse, I mean, he is a stake pool operator, so he had
He
these
is.
connections.
Yes. Yeah.
And
Yes.
I mean, he helped, or he wrote the chapter on stake pool operations, and also brought in the stake pool operator guild, right?
Did, yes. And that was new knowledge, you know, I mean, that was great to have that knowledge in the team as well coming in.
Yes, I love that anyway in our team, how diverse it is. I mean, Jesse, for example, he has this super cool suitcase full of, is it 28, 24 Cardano nodes on Raspberry Pis?
Right, it's pretty cool. Our mobile learning lab, as I
Yes.
call it, that he's brought it to where now? Let me think. Argentina?
It was definitely in Argentina. It wasn't Tokyo.
It was.
Yes.
It was in Vegas.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think it's a really nice and effective learning tool. I think people learn visually as well. You know, there's so many ways to learn and to consume content, but to
Yes.
see something working right in front of you is amazing. So
Yes. And I find that, I mean, I personally, I mean, I started as a developer for IOHK back then, now
Right.
input, output. And when I switched to teaching, I always felt it was important to keep developing at the same time so that it's relevant what you're actually teaching. I mean, that it's not just theoretical, but you actually do the stuff that you're teaching.
exactly.
And I mean, we sort of continue that tradition with people like Jesse, who brings in this practice, hands-on experience with stake pool operation.
That's it. There's nothing like applying the learning. It's one thing to listen into the concepts and how things work, but to actually see something working right in front of you, applied knowledge is really effective.
And I've written a lot of smart contracts also like professionally, not just for teaching. And that also like flew into the book. So that some of the examples in the chapter on the EUTXO model are actually inspired by like real life problems I encountered.
Amazing.
Like, And I am sure that Jesse did similar things for the
Yes.
stake pool operator topic. So that's, yeah, it's very, I mean, I was a bit worried when we wrote the book that it would be too inhomogeneous, maybe. I mean, if you have one author, then everything, the style is the same.
Yes, yes.
But I think that's sort of a feature, not a bug. More that's it.
And
And
it shows that kind of different styles, and that was something I think we all found a little bit challenging, maybe as we compiled it towards the end, was getting that blend and balance between consistency of writing style and individual flavor and perspectives.
yes,
You've got to find a balance, because if it's all, you know, you can't force a certain style on somebody. So I think that shows the decentralized collaborative approach
Exactly.
that we took.
I
think,
agree, yes.
Yeah, that was what we aimed for.
And we try to strike a balance, right? I mean, we also have in our team, we have these wonderful technical writers. So they've also helped a lot by
They sure did.
like reviewing it, reading it, and making sure that it's sort of uniform. Like, I mean, whatever. The company is called Input Output and not IOG.
Style and tone
Things like
and
that. So
grammar, yes.
so it should feel. I mean, it's not just a loose collection
No.
without. So there is like this overarching uniformity somehow, but still the individual styles.
Are shown, exactly. Yeah, and I like that, because it's slightly different, you know, to something that's written by one or two people.
Exactly. Yes. So no, I think that was great. That and I mean also, I mean I certainly wouldn't have had the knowledge to write about governance, for example.
Well, there you go. That's it. I mean, we all have certain aspects that we're, you know, skilled on, and we're more familiar than others. But when you come together as a group, you get that collective knowledge, and I think that really came through.
And I mean, if I had to, I probably would have been able to write a chapter on governance, but I'm not really passionate about it. I'm passionate. I mean, I'm personally passionate about like incentives because I help developing them
Right, yeah.
and smart contracts. And it's much better if somebody like John Green, who is passionate about governance, or Jesse, who is passionate about running a stake pool, if they write those chapters.
Yeah. Exactly. So that was definitely a challenge, but I think we got the balance. I hope
I
we got
think
the
so
balance
too,
right.
yes.
I think we did. Yeah.
And I mean, we were a bit worried when at Rare Evo, I mean, we were very proud that we had the first edition, but of course we were worried that somebody would find like a horrible mistake.
Yes.
But so far, so good.
So far,
Nothing.
so good. And I mean, you mentioned Rare Evo, so that was the ebook launch, right? So
Yes,
it's
exactly.
available on book.io as well. It's still there. And we have the physical print copy here, so it's already evolved since August.
Yes. So if somebody wants to get involved, we already said, so just remind me, this is what's Discord channel. And people, how would they find it? They just Google Mastering Cardano, or?
The Discord channel,
Yes.
it's on our socials. We can pop it
Okay.
up again, actually. We'll share those links again, just so that they're fresh and relevant for anyone who's following Token2049.
Right.
The repository, if you search for that, you can find that quite easily. But again, we'll pop up those links on our socials. And then translation, as you said, if somebody
Yes.
is willing to help with translations, that would be much appreciated.
I mean, in our team, we have a couple of people whose native language is Spanish, so the Spanish we have well covered.
That's right, we're looking for Spanish. We have a Japanese translator in-house.
Yes.
It's a bit of a mammoth task, though, when you see the level of content, but she started. So thank you to her. But yes, some other
But,
maybe
I mean,
languages.
I mean, Portuguese would be obvious because I think we have a big community in Brazil. Vietnamese,
Vietnamese, yes.
Chinese
I
maybe.
had a request for Taiwanese yesterday from somebody.
Okay.
Chinese, yes.
Somebody mentioned Russian yesterday
Russian,
as well.
German, French. Yes. So I think we're going to be busy, Lars.
Yes, and I mean, I always forget the address of the GitHub repo, but I always find it easily by just Googling Mastering Cardano and GitHub.
Exactly, it comes up straight away. Yes, indeed.
And there it's easy to get involved. Just create a
and
pull
we've written
request.
instructions on how to contribute in the book, so have a look. And as I said, it's on book.io as well, if you prefer the ebook version. So there's different formats.
Exactly. So, I mean, you can get your hands right on the source and compile it yourself if you know how. I mean, it's explained there, obviously,
That's
but
it.
if you're technically inclined. Otherwise, you can buy it at book.io. And if you happen to be here, then you can grab a
Pop by
copy.
the booth. We have them. Lars and Joshua are doing signed copies, so come along and see us and come home with a signed copy of Mastering Cardano.
Yes, so I'm excited about how it will evolve over time.
Indeed. So am I. Yes, I think we're all passionate about it. So it's nice to be continuing it. You know, we had to draw a line in the sand at some point and release a version. But I just think it's going to grow. As we said, it's a living, breathing resource for the community, and it's community driven, which I think is really impressive.
Exactly, and it beautifully reflects the decentralized nature of Cardano.
Indeed.
Okay, then I hope that a lot of people will get involved. I mean,
hope so
read
too.
the book, but even more importantly, like make suggestions for future editions of the book.
Exactly, and we try to encourage people to maybe digest the content first and sit with it for a little while and then reflect and think, okay, maybe there is a little gap in a certain chapter, or give in some additions that we might have missed, or maybe even restructure things a small bit. We're welcome for all suggestions.
Exactly. Yes. So please, everyone that finds that sounds interesting, please get involved.
Yes, indeed, I'd echo those sentiments. And I think it was great to work on it, Lars. So
Yes, it was great working.
Really
So
enjoyed it.
let's tackle the next book.
yes, what's that going to be? Let's see.
Let's see. Okay.
Okay, thank you everybody for
Thanks for
listening.
listening, and thanks for supporting us. Thank you.
Indeed. Thank you.
Thank you.